Thanks, everyone, and thanks for inviting us today. It's really great to hear Vatical's announcement. Their name change is going to be really weird, knowing them as Grakn, but Vatical is a new, vibrant, and more futuristic name than Grakn, and I think it really resembles what they're trying to do. We've had great experiences working with TypeDB. TypeDB is fundamental to our business challenges and what we're doing. And I'd love to kind of share a little bit about Zess and a little bit about how we're using Vatical's technology to help people make smarter food choices. So Zess is all about helping people make food choices that are better for their health, the well-being, and the environment. We understand that the challenges that we face today as a society are only going to be able to be solved when multiple people work together and use technology to make better choices. We currently waste large amounts of food. We overconsume. Diet-related disease is increasing, and our hypothesis is that from a lack of information and a lack of smart systems, people aren't able to make these choices easily. If you go on and you get a takeaway, or you go and you eat at a restaurant, there's no real assistance there for you to help you and guide your decision making. So Zess is really about empowering people and creating a community that will help to make change. So where Vatical comes in is they are the engine in terms of powering our knowledge graph and powering the core underlying fabric of the business. We are really investing heavily in looking at how we can use knowledge graphs and hypergraph-based recommendation systems to help people make better choices. So a little bit about our team. So there's me, I'm the chief exec. There's Reese Richardson, he's a chief food officer. There's Joseph, who's a bioinformatics engineer. There's Costas, who's a machine learning engineer. And there's Chloe, who's a data quality analyst. So all of our capabilities are centered around knowledge engineering for bioinformatics. And we use Vatical every day to be able to help us achieve our objectives. A little bit about advisors and how it's really important for us to have a structured schema. We have expertise from a wide number of fields, and it's really important for us to collaborate around the knowledge that we know, and for us to be able to bring that together. Anna from Austin Capital Data is a really, really good friend, and we actually met at the first conference, which I think, it was great. It's great to see that our collaboration is developing. And we actually have a demo we're going to be releasing in a few days on our website that you can kind of play around with some of the tech we're going to be talking about today. And Gunners and ACD have been instrumental in kind of collaborating on that. So the demo we're going to be releasing is called Mixology. The idea is it's a AI-assisted cocktail maker. So we're able to use the knowledge graph and information within it to help suggest and build a cocktail dynamically. So what we are doing, and the key kind of definitions that are important, is the first definition is what is flavor. So flavor isn't just how things taste, but it's actually the full sensory experience that encompasses odor, taste, and texture. It's a 360 experience. So there's different elements to flavors, but one of the key food pairing hypotheses is that foods with a higher number of shared compounds, flavor compounds specifically, tend to be complementary to each other, and foods with fewer shared compounds contrast. So in Western cuisines, like French cuisine, there's a lot of harmony between different ingredients, and with Asian cuisines, there's a lot of disharmony that has been kind of reported in a number of papers. The original paper, Flavor Networks and the Principle of Food Pairing, really investigated this and looked at the statistical relevance. Of course, food pairing at a molecular level isn't the only thing that goes into understanding why foods work. There's probably a lot of childhood memories people share. There's certain foods evoke certain emotions. So, it's vastly more complicated than this on its own. But this is one of the cornerstones of being able to pair foods programmatically. And Professor Ganesh Banga from India has been a really great guide to us in terms of computational gastronomy and how we kind of build this out into the future. So the demo we'll be launching is called Mixology. You'll be able to choose a base. So, whether you want an alcoholic or a virgin cocktail without any alcohol, and then you can choose to, it will suggest you different ingredients, and it will figure out what pairs well with them. That's going to be ready in a couple of days. So keep a lookout on our website. We'll share it at the end, and you'll be able to access and make your own cocktails. So this is our website, zess.co, and Zess app is our social media handle all across the board. I just want to show you a little bit about the graph and how we're using it. So one of the things that's quite amazing is Grakn 2.0 is really quick, really quick. And we have previously resorted, before Grakn 2.0, of pre-calculating our shared compounds relationships, because we were only able to really do these food-to-food relationships and pre-calculations. Now with Grakn 2.0 and the reasoning engine, we're able to move into creating a rule. So now we're able to say a food and a food is connected via a molecule that creates a hyperedge, and we can count the number of hyperedges in order to understand how many shared compounds they have. So this is an example of that. We can see we've got a food in the middle that actually haven't, one moment, food display name, great feature. So you can see you've got a wine and you've got a rum, and it shows the number of shared compounds between these two things. Now, if I do rum and apple, for example, oh, sorry. My mistake. So you can see it has 109 shared compounds with apple juice. These calculations can be done using Grakn much faster than was before. So yeah, Grakn 2.8 is great. We've been using it a lot. And yeah, I think that's kind of what we have to demo today. Short and sweet. I don't actually have access to the questions, but if anyone wants to ask any questions, or if anyone wants to get in touch, you know, you can go to our website or drop me an email, hiren@zess.co. We're also hiring at the moment, so you know, if anyone is looking to you know, make a real change and use technology to make a change, feel free to say hello.